All right, so joining us now is the Republican congressman from Georgia, Rich McCormick. Congressman, come on in. Thank you for your time. Appreciate you being here on the Hill. You see two of your former Republicans say, you know what? Kevin McCarthy time again. Here we go. What say you?
Well, we have a lot of discussion to do before we get to that point. Right now, people are trying to push Mike Johnson to get an up or down vote because he's widely accepted as somebody who doesn't have a whole lot of enemies, and that's what this is boiling down to, is who can we get consensus on? Not who necessarily is even the strongest or has the most experience, but who has the least number of people who actually vote against them. That's what this boiled down to. But every single time I try to predict this, I've been wrong, but nobody else has been right either. So we are literally debating this right now behind closed doors. There's a lot of different opinions. I don't think this is a speaker problem so much as this is a conference problem right now. We got to come to a consensus and quick. I think we're wasting, what, $76,000 per second right now. That adds up really quick while we're not doing our job.
Is the majority at stake here, Congressman?
Well, you can make a case for that, but we had a problem with electing a speaker to begin with. We had 15 votes, and once we got McCarthy in place, thought we were doing a great job. I was actually pretty excited because we were on pace to finish a lot of legislation that we hadn't done in a long time. We were going through the appropriations process. We were passing some conservative stuff that we hadn't done in a couple decades. We did that with a very narrow majority that we couldn't do with 20-vote majority. So I thought that was a good pace. We're just a little off track. Hopefully we get back on track. We get the job done, but we got to do it quick because I think the Senate is coming quick with an omnibus, and we do not want to get jammed with that.
You know, I was going through your bio. It is very distinguished, Congressman. Member of Congress, got your MBA. You were a Marine pilot. You were an emergency room doctor as well. And now you're dealing with this. And I wonder, as you come here to Washington, if there's sort of any regrets that you left all of that behind to deal with something like this.
You know, I think all of us have had those thoughts in the last week. It can get downright depressing if you start focusing on that, but we have a job to do. I came here as a promise to the people who voted for me. I set aside a good income and lots of vacation to do this, and I think it's important. We are taking part in history. Maybe not the history that I wanted, but eventually we'll get to the other side of this, and I think we have been on the right side when it comes to the border, crime, debt, education, all the things that unite us, that divide the Democrats. We get back to those things, we can win all the states. We can win by double digits. If we focus on the things that unite us and divide the Democrats, the people are behind us. The people need us. And this is just the beginning. But I don't want to look at it in a negative light because that's not going to help me get my job done.
You're a yes on Mike Johnson if he's next?
I don't want to disparage Mike Johnson, absolutely Mike Johnson, or a box of donuts. I'm just trying to get somebody in place so I can do my job. I think most of us feel that way right now, and I'm really anxious to get on with it.
Any Republican or a box of donuts? I mean, that analogy, sir, like I know we laugh about it, but I mean, man, that feels pretty dire.
Well, I just want to get going. I'm a Marine first. That's how I always think. Even when I was an ER doc, at least I could do something. I always felt like there was a sense of accomplishment every single day. I could get something done, and that's what I want to get back to. That's what I've bought into. That's what the people want. We are representatives of the people. We just need to get a consensus. I'm hoping, I'm very hopeful. I'm optimistic that we get it done this week.
Thanks for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to subscribe. Click the red button to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.